The thing is changing. Sun, stunning.
Hey, Lisa.
This is a voice I recognize. Hi,
Right,
friends.
I am back. How are you doing?
I'm so well. This is a fun day for us.
What's going on? I see you with the ladies and you guys are
Yes.
looking
Aren't
stunning.
they? I only choose the best.
Right?
We're on shoot day today, so we're shooting some of our classics with some of our winter range. We're shooting some of our new stuff, our spring range. Yeah, we are doing a full-on shoot day with tons of different models, different ages and stages, all thrown into smorgasbord and having tons of fun.
It sounds like I came on the right day. I'm wondering, I mean, music is such an important aspect to posing and modeling, I've heard.
Yes.
So what music do you listen to make sure that the angles are angling?
Whatever's the latest stuff, because I want the ladies to recognize the music.
Yeah.
And so I need them in the mood, and I'm not going to play my country western stuff because that's my favorite music, but not everyone else's. So often if we're wanting the ladies to just loosen up and let go and feel free, it must be the stuff that they're listening to on the radio, you know. 'Cause
Okay.
it's not just about me, it's about everybody feeling super comfortable with the camera and just like dancing, and the BTS scenes are everybody just, you know, grooving in the background and having a great time.
I see.
So-
So a lot of Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
Not too much of that. Beyonce, hey, is quite popular on shoot days, but not so much Taylor.
All right. Now, if you had to pick one item from your collections, past and present,
Yes.
that every single woman should have in their active wardrobe,
Yep.
what are you picking?
Okay, I think if I had to pick one,
Yeah.
it would be probably our loose fit joggers.
Ooh.
A loose fit jogger, because I could say a lot of things, right? Things that I think all women should have, but I know for a fact that everyone who buys a pair of our loose fit joggers, whether the camo, the dark navy, the classic black, want to come back and buy another pair and another pair, because they are so classy yet comfortable, a little bit bougie, and you can travel in them, you can schlumpf in them, you can dress them up or down, and they last forever as long as you look after them. They're amazing.
Listen, I think the guys who are watching are clapping hands right now because everyone or every gent can attest to this. Women are always stealing their jog pants. Now they don't have to. They can just go to Bodykind and get the best ones.
The tracksuit pants that most people are wearing. I mean, come on, you cannot be seen in public with those things. Like, honestly, they are threadbare. They're hanging down here. You land up walking on them because they're too big for you, and so they've got holes at the bottom by the hem. No.
Oh, yeah.
We are bringing classic bougie tracksuits back. So we specialize in that. I've got tons of different ones, especially for the winter range. But our classic joggers, our loose fits and our slim fits,
Yeah.
we've had for probably 4 winters now. And every year we bring the black and the camo and the navy back, and then maybe an extra color just to spice things up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the best fashion advice you've ever received? Period.
Don't give it all away at the same time.
Ooh.
Okay, so something that my mom taught me is like, you got to keep them guessing a little bit. So if you're going to show off the legs,
Yeah.
then the arms and the chest must be covered. Okay, if you want to show off the arms, okay, then maybe you're just showing off the ankles a little bit, but then the abs and the chest must be covered. But you're never going to show arms, chest, abs, legs all in the same, because then it's way too tarty.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you need to pick a body part and be like, I want to show off my abs, or I want to show off my cleavage, but then you've got like, you know, mesh sleeves and a longer dress, and then the focus is the cleavage. So you can't give it all away on a platter.
At once.
At once.
I'm stealing
Yeah.
that. I'm a gent also, but I'm just like, maybe if the t-shirt is tight.
It's modest with a
Right?
little bit of like, today I'm showing off this, and do it well. And then the next day you're showing off that, but not all together.
Right. What
Yeah.
does the day look like for us right now? Like, what are we catching you doing?
Okay, so, well, right now I actually need to go back and dress the rest of the ladies, because I've got ladies arriving throughout the course of the day, depending on what suits their schedules.
Yeah.
And I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. I actually did a little workout this morning just to get me in the mood. And
Yeah.
because it's winter, it's the only way I can warm up really from the
Yeah.
inside. So I did the workout. Hair and makeup started at 5:15. I had to be on set, on shoot at 8.
Yeah.
With all the props and all the outfits and you name it, we've got it here in
Yeah.
case, accessories and whatnot. And the day keeps going. I'm a bit organized, yeah, a little bit. So I have a whole itinerary with each person's name, what
Yeah.
time they're arriving, what time they're leaving, and then what we need to achieve in that time. So photos, pictures, reels, TikToks, whatever.
Yeah.
And we've got to try and stick to that itinerary, because 5 o'clock is coming.
5
And then
o'clock is
there's
coming.
no more lights.
All right, let's
Yes,
go.
we're gonna
Let's
go,
go.
let's
Let's
go,
go.
let's
I
go,
want to
let's
see
go.
this. I want to see this. Perfection.
Okay.
Perfection.
Okay.
Whatever.
And then you can ruche here. That always is nice and flattering as well when you do the ruching over the tummy like that. Okay.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
All right, what are you doing
Okay, there
now,
we go.
Lisa?
Well, I'm dressing my next model. Isn't she glam?
Oh, she is
I mean, this
stunning.
is Jeanette, everyone. And she is in her 70s. If I can look like this in my 70s, I will be so chuffed with life. Hey? Look amazing. So yes, I'm just adding the finishing touches. She's got our beautiful new leggings on, ruching, just to show the femininity. I mean, how nice is that?
That is
It's
stunning.
right?
Right.
And then I'm just accessorizing. So she's going to be schmodeling with that bag, please. Thanks, Jeanette. Perfect. There we go.
She looks stunning. Now look, if money was no object and you could add more people to join Jeanette,
Yes.
right? Any celebrities and ambassadors internationally,
whole world.
locally, yes. Your top 3 to join Jeanette?
Okay, well, it's guys, Taylor Swift. Let's
Okay.
just be honest, okay? Because she's probably the biggest star at the moment. And she's my daughter's absolute favorite icon. So if I had Taylor wearing my garments, I'd be like mom of the year every year. Like it would be, yeah. So probably Taylor would be one. Who else? Probably like Giselle Bundchen. Okay,
Ooh,
because
iconic.
she's an icon. I mean, come on, she is like the hottest ramp model you've ever seen in your life. If she was wearing BK walking up and down, I'd be also like in my element. And then who else? I mean, it would be nice to have somebody that was. I mean, guys, I say this all the time. It's something like an Oprah figure because she is a complete icon for me. I mean, Oprah Winfrey, and I have specific garments that would suit her physique. That's
Yeah.
what's so beautiful about the brand. So you've got your like for the perfect slim figure, and then you've got somebody as well that's a little bit more mature and that's a bit more curvy. And no matter what, I've got somebody for that lady that's been on a journey and her body's been on a journey. You know.
Listen.
So yeah, probably those 3.
Those are fantastic 3. Also,
Yeah.
Oprah and Jeanette are the
Wishful
same age
thinking.
group, right?
Wishful thinking.
So Oprah
Yeah.
is gonna see, right? No, she's gonna see this and like, hey, I've put in the work. Jeanette is putting in the work, so maybe we all should be wearing BK, right?
There we go.
And also, they can shake, shake, shake. What's the Taylor Swift song? And it's
yeah,
gonna
shake it
shake it up.
Shake it up.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, what would you say sets Bodykind apart from other active wears?
Shall we? I think we have a very diverse range. Okay, so I know that when you look at some brands, so I think maybe it's a pro and a con, I'm not too sure, but you do look at some brands and you can just tell by looking at it that it's an X brand or a Y brand. We do have a lot of different looks. So we've got your classics range, which is all your beautiful blacks tights with different details. So I mean, how many black tights can you really have? Well, you can have a lot if you've got Bodykind, because we have the one size fits all. We've got ones with pockets on the side. We've got magnetics. We've got ones with detail. So the classic range is for those ladies that like black. But they don't want to wear the same black tights every day of their lives. They'd like to wear a different pair of black tights every day of their lives. So we've got the classics range, but we've also got fun stuff. Like the tights that I'm wearing now are fun. They're reversible. So on the other side, there's a different print.
Oh.
So if you like print stuff, and not everybody does, then 1 equals 2. So you go traveling with 2 pairs and you have 4 pairs of tights. Wow. So they're very versatile like that. And then we've got items that you can really dress up. So when I think of a lady, she can go to the club in it.
Yeah.
She could go to the beach in it. She could dress it up. She could dress it down. She could go to yoga in it. So I try wherever I can to bring an item out that's very versatile. So it doesn't matter whether you want to wear it with some shorts and a little kimono, or whether you want to wear it, at a nightclub with a beautiful pair of slacks with high heels and a little crossbody bag. You can wear the top. So it's one purchase, but with lots of uses. So a lot of our items are incredibly versatile, and that's more like our Bodykind night range. So we have ranges within the brand. So it's a big brand. It's a big range. I'm not even going to lie to you when I say it's quite complex. There's something for everyone. It's not like only for your skinny girls, or only for girls that like bodysuits, or only for people that like black pants. We have a little bit for everyone, whether you're Jeanette's age, whether you're somebody that loves color, whether you're somebody that likes classic, we have it for you. No matter, we've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you say is the secret to creating an activewear that does that so well, having versatility and flatters every body type that every woman at every age has?
Okay, well, a few things. I think listening to your customers is really important. So we do like a lot of market research. You know, often what I'll do is I'll bring out a whole lot of items. When I say bring them out, I'll have samples, and then I will dress them on real Barbie dolls, so real humans, and see what they say. Like, oh, I like this, but I don't like this. Or I like, you know, there's elements of it that I like. And certain colors that may or may not work. I listen to the ladies when they talk to me, and I'm like, okay, so this one, nah. Or this one, let's modify it and let's bring it out with these augments to it. And then whenever I wear items or they wear items and I see them samples and I say, wear this for a while and let me know what you think.
Yeah.
When you get a lot of people stopping you saying, where did you get that? Where did you get that? Then you know it's a winner.
Yeah.
I do not bring in anything or manufacture locally anything that I did not get at least 10 compliments of, like, for a couple of weeks.
Wow.
If nobody said, where did you get that? I know it's not a showstopper. Let's not bring that in. Let's not manufacture that. It's not going to go. It's not going to fly. So then I just kind of don't continue with it. So we do a lot of like real human engagement, lots of R&D within the brand. I don't just bring it out because I like it.
Yeah.
You know, if I did, the brand would be 5 times the size. My team would be very upset with me because we'd be sitting with things that don't move, you know, that ladies don't want, because my style is different to everyone else's. But yeah, we really use our customers to make sure that we are giving them what it is they want.
Perfect. And how did you come up with the name Body Kind?
Well, first of all my brands have an I in them, okay? Because it all starts with you, right? If you're good and in life, you're balanced, you whole, you strong, you feel worthy, you've got self-worth, all of these things, then everybody else in your circle benefits. So I always have that, because for me, the I is like the human, the body, and the dot is the head. So it had to have an I in it. Then when I look at everything that we do in all the ranges, whether it's the way that you exercise needs to be kind to your body, so that's bounty.
Yeah.
What you put in your body needs to be kind to your body, like the best quality ingredients money can buy, and that's plenty. And then when it comes to athleisure and what you put on your body whilst you're making those transformations needs to be the best quality, the best fit, the best fabric. It must make you feel good. It must be kind to your body. It must accentuate what you want to. It must hide what you don't want people to see. It must, you know, do the things that you need it to do. Compression and, yeah, just for me, it needs to make you feel like when I wear this, I feel good and I feel like I'm being kind to my body. It needed to have that connotation. So, yeah.
Yeah, and why is it so important to be kind to your body, especially throughout your fitness journey?
Sure. Well, I think there's enough hate out there, right? So for me, it was about, you know, why is it important to be kind to your body? Everything I do, I look at it as a balance, and is this good for me? Is this good for my body? Is this good for my mind? Is this good for my health? Is this good for my mental well-being, my soul? Like, because we are quite complex human beings, and I don't think it's as simple as like move more, eat less. I do think that we need to be very holistic with our thinking, and yeah, there's just enough self-loathing out there. I mean, most women are like looking in the mirror going, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. I definitely don't want my clothing that ladies wear to make them feel worse about themselves. It must make them feel strong. It must make them feel powerful. It must make them feel sexier, you know? Yeah, confidence. There we go, confidence. It must make them feel confident. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you beautiful ladies continue what you're doing, and then I'm gonna catch you.
Ready for the runway?
Yep.
Okay, off you go.
Hey, Lisa.
How's it? Hey, Prince.
I see you've changed into a new outfit.
Yeah, well, this is, I think, the 9th one or something like that for today. And on an average shoot day, we get to about 20 outfits per model. Yeah, we really maximize our time.
Oh my God, that's a lot of work.
So if you're cold, if you're whatever, you just got to put that aside because we are changing. It's busy.
I'm interested to find out though, what's the first item you've ever designed for Body Kind?
So you know what's so crazy is that I actually have the pair of reversibles here.
No way.
I bought it with me because we were going to dress it up. And before I knew that you were doing this with me today, and this is the pair of Chanel Valentinos, okay? So here we are, and it's the very first pair of reversibles that we ever designed. So this is Chanel, okay? And then this one this is Valentino. Now this was about 2020, maybe 2019 that we launched this pair. That's when the whole brand kind of, you know, came to life.
Yeah.
And what's amazing about this is that when a couple of years before I had Bellaboo, I did a shoot with an amazingly talented floral artist, Heike. I actually did a TV, I used to do TV presenting, and I did a TV interview with her. We met, we connected, we gelled. Then I did a big campaign with her in Durban. When I needed to do it, I called on her. And then a couple of years later, I was pregnant, and so she did my maternity shoot with flowers, because I love flowers.
Oh, wow.
All around me. And then when I was launching the brand, I thought to myself, I would love to wear flowers on my body. So I commissioned her and I said, on her next photo shoot day, can she help me? This is what I have in my head. Can she cut off the heads of some of the flowers once she's used them, lay them flat, and then shoot them on different color backgrounds, different flowers, different organization of the flowers.
Wow.
And then we digitize that. So we take the photo, we digitize it, we added a few layers. So we added some sort of like 3D stuff on it, and then we create them into tights. And that's what we did. So this was actually an idea that I had of wearing flowers, you know?
Yeah.
And then this specific print here was one of her original prints that we created into leggings. So the Chanel Valentino is actually the first pair of reversibles that we're known for, actually. We're known for reversible leggings. And and it was like a collab with Heike and myself. And this is a photo of a real flower. Yeah, it's amazing, hey?
It really is.
I'm very proud, and because they're black and white always works. It has longevity. And a lot of our clients have this print, and from this print, we actually extrapolated it into a full range, from rebounder carry bags to weighted gloves to ankle weights to mini loop covers, beautiful sort of aqua shoes. We call them bounty soles.
Yeah.
We took this print and we fleshed it out over a very long time, over a big range, and it was one of our classics and our best sellers.
I can understand why. I mean, very rarely do you see reversible leggings that look good on either side.
Yep.
So brilliant stuff. Can I take it home?
No.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
You cannot, because this is the only pair I have.
Oh, wow.
Forever. This is the last pair, my only pair.
Oh, wow. Listen, we also hear, well, a little birdie tells me that you have some great news that you would like to share with us.
Sit for this moment.
Let's do
I'm going to have to sit for this moment.
So
decompress.
You have some big news
We have big
for
news.
us.
Yes. What is the big news? So we have had a store at the old Nicolway Shopping Centre, which is now for about a year, called the Winifred Mandela Precinct. Okay, so it changed its name, and we've had a lease there for 3 years. It's been great. We've met so many amazing people. We've done so many VIP events there, so many shoots, so many interviews. It's been awesome. But there's been for about a year, Steph and I have been worried about the longevity of it, because having a retail store means 365 days a year you are open, except for maybe Christmas Day you're allowed off. Otherwise, you get fined.
Ooh.
So, and hours are crazy long, which kind of goes against my brand ethos of balance and having a home life and having weekends to rest, and like something was off for me. So yeah, there's only so many places I can be at any one time. So yeah, I like to be very hands-on. We don't just sell athleisure. We sell a new life.
Yeah.
We sell hope. We sell joy. And so we need to be there more. And there's no ways with Steph and my life that we could be at the store more than what we were, which is probably once in a month, if that.
Yeah.
So we've decided to, because the lease was up, do we renew and have more of the same, or do we do what works for our family, which is bring the store to the studio? So we have a really big HQ studio, and yeah, so what we've decided to do is renovate an entire big section, level out the floor, put in new walling, make it look like the store, and pretty much teleport it 900 meters down the road so that it's under one roof. So now where my staff sit, where we dispatch from, where the studio is based, where I am working half my week is where our store is. So now Steph and I can be more hands-on. We can be there, you know, with customers. We can help more people. And it's not like another place for the two of us to be. It's really hectic. You can't just leave your staff in the store and hope that they'll be okay. You have to be there a lot, you know, and I was always being pulled, you know, on a Saturday when I'm trying to relax, I'm feeling guilty because maybe I should actually be at the store, you know. So it was time for a change, and so I think it's going to really work well for our clients, because a lot of them would also do a class and then they'd be sweaty or whatever and not want to go through to the store because they don't look glam enough for Nicolway, you know. But at the studio, no one cares. No one even comes with makeup on half the time. So they can do their workout, they can even have a shower if they want to, they can get a smoothie, they can shop, everything's at one place.
Yeah.
And if I think back, we probably should have done that
from the
beginning.
For me, it sounds really brilliant because yes, there's a new move and a new change, but then also you've thought about the fact that there are people who still enjoy the entire process of actually shopping and being in and having that entire experience and moving everything into the shop, which is also still in Bryanston, just 900 meters away from Nico Way, makes it such a lovely new
shop.
Jump.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is that at the studio, we're often sending people to the store, like they didn't know we had a store. So they're new to the whole brand and to the philosophy, and so they come and do a class, and then you have to send them away to go and get their rebounder for home or to go and fix their body kind sports bra or whatever it is, you know. So you've got to send them, and then the chance of them going there is slim because they've, you know, everyone's always rushing.
That's true.
And the other way around, people would come into the store and then you tell them about the studio. But what's nice now is you can say, well, right there is the studio, and then right there is the store. You know, you can see it right now. So it makes sense.
It really does.
Simplifies my life too.
Really, really does. And what's your design process? I know you touched on it a little bit when we spoke about the first item you've designed for Bodykind, but now you have been in business for many, many years. I'm sure that has progressed over the years. So what's your process like from idea to final product, and also over the years, how has it changed?
Okay, so we have like a big range, and some of it is made locally. So what we do locally is very different to what we do when we bring in stuff. So I kind of do a combination of both. So I'd say around 60% of our clothing is made in South Africa.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so we're trying to obviously keep the economy alive, and whatever we can make here, we make here. But there are certain technologies that we don't have in South Africa, and if we do have them, they are crazy expensive, and so it's not going to relate to our markets. So we have to be very careful about what we bring in and what we make locally. But what we make locally is we try and work about 6 months in advance. And all of our prints are all done with local artists. Okay, so we don't use anything off Shutterstock or anything off like AI or whatever. We engage with real people, and I say, okay, this is what I want. I want a new camo print. So I want it to look like brush strokes of a paint brush has come down your legs, and this is the color, and this is the Pantone, and I brief it out there, and then I get those artists send through, you know, first render, second render, third render. Eventually we have the print. We're like, this is it. Then they actually paint it with their paintbrush, or they do it digitally on an iPad. But a lot of them are actually water artists. We had one lady that is a watercolorist who did beautiful flowers for me. We took that print, we digitize it, we print it onto fabric, and we manufacture here. So all of our prints, we've used about 12 different artists now over the last 4 or 5 years, and they've done multiple prints for us, where I brief it in, and then they paint it, or they sketch it, or they photograph it, and then that becomes the new print. So I just feel, because I come from a family of artists. Okay, my mom is an interior decorator, my brother's a graphic designer, and my sister's a real contemporary artist. And so we've got to keep art alive. And it would be very easy and a lot cheaper for me to just do everything on a computer and digitize it with AI and all that kind of thing. But like, then what? What happens to the artists? So I feel very passionate about just doing this. I mean, right now I'm working with 7 different prints from 2 different artists for our summer range. And it would have been very easy for me to have just used ChatGPT or whatever. And I just think, no, like, then what's going to happen to art?
That is so true.
Yeah.
Now, how do you ensure that Bodykind pieces are both stylish and functional?
Sure. Bodykind pieces, stylish and functional. Okay, well, I mean, I first start with fabric. I think that's really, really important, because any fabric that doesn't hold together, that doesn't have the right amount of spandex in it, is going to stretch. After 2 uses, you're going to see that there's actually been usage there, and you're going to end up throwing them away. And that's why whenever I look at the price of our garments, and, you know, there are other brands out there that are a lot cheaper, and there's, you know, your big house brands that everybody knows. And 2 or 3 washes down the line, they're not going to fit the same as they did when you first bought them, you know? And like, for me, the fabric quality is absolutely key. So we first go for like quality of fabric, and then the fits is also really important. And when we talk about stylish, there are going to be those classic pieces that never date, and there are going to be those few items that that are fun. That are fun and funky. So we cater for every single woman, I promise you. The fun and funky ladies, the classic stylish, only wear black ladies, the color blocking ladies that only wear like this, two-tone, monochrome, whatever. we try and cater for everyone, but like I start first of all with fabric, because I think you can go really wrong with fabric from the beginning.
Yeah.
And from after that we go with the cut and make sure that we fitted it on many different ladies over the styling period, the R&D period, making sure that everybody's happy with the way it fits their bodies. For instance, the leggings that I have on now are one size fits all.
Okay.
Believe it or not. It's got so much spandex and it snaps back to its original state because of the quality of the fabric. So we've had ladies that are size XL wearing the same pants I'm wearing now, and I'm a size small. So from extra small to XL, we're all wearing the same pair of pants. How amazing is that? But that's because of the quality of the fabric. High-waisted, because most ladies that have gone through some phase in their life, like having babies, menopause, whatever, their bodies are changing. So you've got to have that high waist with a bit of compression so that it can pull everything in and hide all the creases and the stretch marks and things like that. So I'm constantly thinking of the ladies that I work with are ladies that are like literally through all stages of life, from slim, fit and healthy, pregnancy, post-pregnancy, menopause, more mature, you name it. We have for every shape, age, style, you name it.
All right.
Yeah.
And how, like, are there any upcoming like collections or pieces that you are really excited about?
Well, spring, summer is always going to bring a lot of joy, a little bit more color, because winter is so neutral. It's a little bit more bland. You know, it's your navies, it's your browns, it's your blacks, it's your creams. So we kind of go more neutral, things that people can mix and match with jeans, with long pants, because, you know, you're buying items that you're only going to wear in South Africa for 3 or 4 months of the year. So you want people to be able to use them practically with the rest of their wardrobe. So, you know, you're not going to buy a whole new athleisure range just for winter. But if you're wearing a jacket like I'm wearing, you could totally wear this to Pilates, rebounding class, running on the road, and you could also wear it with a nice pair of jeans and tackies. Ooh. So whenever I'm looking at the winter range, I think comfort, it must look stylish, so a tracksuit that's been bougied up, you know, but also things that you can mix and match all the way through the year, whether you're traveling on a plane, whether you're overseas in a different climate, or whether you're mixing and matching it with athleisure or jeans or casual wear, it must work. So our winter range is the smallest range of the year, definitely, and it's definitely your most practical because it needs to be used throughout the rest of the year as well in a practical way. Okay, it must be versatile. But summer we can have a bit more fun because we have quite good weather in South Africa. So I'd say most of the year is summerish. Yeah. So we can have a bit more fun with lots of colors, lots of reversible prints, and mixing and matching and pairing with like really cool things. And then also jumpsuits. Jumpsuits are big. We do a lot of jumpsuits in a year. So yeah, our spring summer collection is going to bring all the latest colors, lots of new styles, lots of new reversible prints, and your basics, your neutrals, but of course lots of pops of color all over.
Okay, I can't wait to see it, all of that. Yeah. And also, like, you spoke briefly about the type of fabrics that you use for your stuff, for body kind. Yes. What fabric do you particularly enjoy working with, and why, especially when you're designing collections and new collections and everything?
Heavy spandex counts is probably the most important for me because, you know, you do get some that are cotton with spandex, you get some that are polyester with spandex. But like, for instance, the jacket that I'm wearing now, the more spandex in it, the more it holds somebody in place, the more, the softer it feels as well. Yeah. So it depends on the weave, it depends on the knit, it depends on the angles, it depends on so many things, hey? But spandex is your friend. It's what holds things together, and ladies want to feel supported. Yeah. So you want to feel like nothing's wobbling or moving when you're walking, and that's spandex. So whenever I look at a fabric, I'm like, how much spandex does it have? Does it have 18%, 22%, 25, 28%? The more spandex, the more hold, the firmer it is, the more it's going to make you feel supported. And most of my ladies that I work with are on a weight loss or wellness mission. Yeah. They want to feel like they're being held up whilst they are, you know, losing weight or feeling great or whatever.
All right, yeah. I think I hear your director calling. Okay. Oh man, the work never stops, does it?
Love it though.
Now, on a set day like this, how many jobs or roles do you play as the boss lady?
27.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, many roles. Being in front of the camera, then behind, then directing a little bit, and then ticking off the shot list, and then, yeah, showing people what I need them to do. It's a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's like fun, but you got to be shoot fit. Can I tell you, there's such a thing as shoot fitness.
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine, because they're running around. is quite a
Yeah,
lot.
and you can just get so overwhelmed by the length of the shot list that you don't even start. So the key is just to have a good attitude. Leave any like things that you've got at home. I don't even have my phone on me because I get distracted. So it's just like, let's go, let's get this done.
All right. It's currently winter in South Africa right now, and if you had to like put together a perfect winter activewear fit for a workout, what would it consist of in terms of body kind and what you have?
I think layering, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I think that's important. So always a good legging, you know, one with nice fitting high waist is always great, especially if you've had babies and things like that, you're wanting a nice high waist. Depending on, you know, the shape of your body, would depend if you go light colors on the bottom or dark, but a good legging. And then underneath a really good, either sports bra, like our body kind adjustable sports bra, or a really nicely shaped crop. And then I will always wear, guys, because it's winter, I'll always wear a long sleeve top, even to train in. So it'll be long sleeve with a very, very oversized jacket, like a big puffer or something very cute, something with a high neck so that I can, you know, keep my neck warm. Yeah, and then when it comes to footwear, I mean, we wear trainers to arrive, but I always change my footwear into a pair of bodykind soles or something like that, and everything has to match. Okay, so like 100%. So from the earrings, you know, through to the ring that I'm wearing, because normally when I train, I have a silicone ring on, but the earrings, the hairband, if I don't have fancy hair like today, my hairband, every accessory on my body, even the crop top underneath, even if you don't see my crop top, okay, because I'm wearing this long sleeve top over, everything has to match and be like, you know, the same tones of each other. Even the shoes that I wear on my feet has to match. There's no way something can be off.
I hear you.
No.
Style is really, really
100%.
important. Now, what has been the most rewarding moment so far in your journey building Bodykind?
I think the most rewarding part must be the Bodykind adjustable sports bra, because we've helped so many women that are really, really well, I want to say endowed, but that's the wrong word. I know it's the wrong word, but they're blessed, if I can say that. Being able to exercise without pain. And that for me was major. I mean, when I stood on the stage and I watched my clients, or on my rebounder watching my clients in a class, holding their chests like this and bouncing, or I could just tell that they weren't enjoying this. And I wasn't enjoying watching them, because there was a lot of movement, left, right, up and down. And it was awful to watch, because I could tell that they were straining their neck, their upper backs were pulling, and they were feeling very self-conscious with how much movement there was. And I knew I needed to fix that. So the Bodykind sports bra has gone from evolution 1 when we first launched to 1.5 to 2 to our latest version of 2.0, with augments along the way, listening to clients, listening to them. I've done so many bra fittings, I promise you, over the years. It's been actually quite amazing. So yeah, so I think the Bodykind sports bra, being able to be in the actually in the fitting room and measuring somebody who thought there was absolutely no hope. So they were there in the fitting room, they had 2 or 3 crop tops on, sometimes a bra with a crop top and another crop top over. And they say, this is what I'm wearing. And you can see that it's so tight and they are so uncomfortable. And then they put the bra on and they do this moment in the mirror, in the fitting room, and I can see the joy on their face, like finally there's a bra that fits them. I mean, we take ladies from a size small to a 7XL, which is right up to like a double G, you know, in size. And when I see that expression on their face, that's amazing. And I've seen that expression so many times. So I think there's not one moment, but many moments where the ladies feel, finally, there's a bra for me. Like, that's been very rewarding.
Oh man, that's really, really great to hear. Now, we've seen new collaborations in terms of activewear. We've seen the likes of Skims partnering with Nike and many other brands. Do you have any aspirations of partnering with luxury houses or fashion designers locally or internationally?
Wow, I mean, that's, I don't know. It's a really, really good question. It's homework for me to think, if I were to collaborate, who would I collaborate with? Because I think, yeah, I don't actually know, but I'm going to put it out there. Because I think it would be amazing to collaborate, but I wouldn't know who would want to in the sporting realm. It might have to be somebody like in the sneaker realm. Because what we do is, like, we dress your body and maybe they dress your feet. So we could maybe do a really good collaboration with a sneaker brand. So like, we bring the clothing, you bring the footwear, together we make the ultimate outfit. Yeah, maybe something like that, or handbags or accessories, jewelry. But I don't know how many other brands would want to kind of partner on the athleisure front, because I would be a competitor. Even if a small one, I'd be a competitor in a way. So I think it would have to be something that completely and utterly complements what we do.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
so yeah, I think accessories would be great, and definitely footwear. I've thought about that actually. I've thought about footwear before, thinking what would be the perfect footwear brand.
Okay.
And I've got a couple of brands in mind. Like I love Kaziks, they're overseas. I love Giuseppo's, are also they're a brand overseas in Europe. So yeah, I'm even thinking of chatting to them. And yeah, so now that you've prodded my memory, I'm like, okay, footwear has been something I have thought about.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I did something useful today. I sparked an idea, right? But then also, what's your ultimate dream for Body Kind? Would you one day perhaps want to see it being the official sponsor for our netball team, our national
Yeah.
team, or something along those lines? Like, what's your ultimate dream when you're
Yeah.
sleeping at night and it's just you and your thoughts and you're thinking about the baby you've built for 5 years now? Like, what are you seeing in the stars?
I'd love to see it grow. It definitely, there's a lot of room for growth. When you say Body Kind, you know, very few people have heard of it. I think we're still in our infancy years. We're still very, very small. And yeah, I to be honest, I was thinking about this just yesterday. School uniform.
Oh, wow.
I know you're probably thinking, what? But my child goes to this cute little school and she wears these stiff collared shirts and this pinafore, I want to call it.
Yeah.
It buttons all the way up like this, and she looks like a penguin in winter, and they are so uncomfortable, and they spend so many hours at school, and they need to play in the playground in these outfits. And I'm thinking, I know Body Kind could design the most amazing, like athleisure, comfortable summer and winter wardrobe for these young girls that are growing, they hormones, they're sweating, they're uncomfortable at school.
Yeah.
They can't learn properly when they can't even put their arm like this in front of them to write with their pencil. I'm just thinking, whoever designed uniforms, were they ever a kid? I don't know.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, so yes, just hold that thought. There's many other things I'd love to do with the brand, and see the growth and see the netball teams. And we have been approached already by quite a few different sports teams over the years. So definitely would love to see more and more women from different cultures, from different walks of life, different focus areas, like whether it's sport, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's on the athletics field. I'd love to see more women wearing it. It's still very, very small. But somewhere I'd love to see us play is in like revolutionizing, that's the right word, yeah?
Yeah.
A school uniform for girls.
That sounds very revolutionary.
Imagine going to school in Body Kind.
Oh, that.
Like, oh my, you know?
I'm seeing it.
One
I'm
day.
seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. Now, lastly, brands usually fall into 3 tiers. We have the entry level, we have mid level, and then we have luxury. Where would you say Body Kind sits within those 3?
You know, I would say in the middle, because I know that we've got some items that are priced highly, like our beautiful big oversized puffer jackets. You know, there's a lot of detail in there. There's a lot that goes into that design and into manufacturing. So there are the pricier items. But when you compare them to some of the stores that sell athleisure that are imported with fancy brand names, we are not even close to what they are charging.
Yeah.
So, and yet we are definitely not cheap, because I wouldn't want to play in that area. Fabrics that don't have, you know, the right fabric, the right texture, the right grammage, the right quality are fabrics that aren't going to support you. They're not going to last a couple of wears or a couple of washes, and they're going to lose their shape. So I definitely don't want to play in the cheap zone. I want ladies to feel fantastic when they wear my garments. I want them to feel confident and held and, you know, powerful and all of that. And with that does come quality, and with quality does come a slight cost. We all know that, right? Things that last 3 or 4 or 5 winters down the line, I'm still wearing some of my items from my very first winter 5 years ago. And I'm still wearing them because I wash them by hand. I don't leave them in the sun. I look after my stuff. And when you look after it, it will last you years. So when I look at the price, I'm like, that's actually cheap, because it's going to last me the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Why not buy a good quality pair of leggings, good quality jacket, a good sports bra, instead of buying cheap and then every winter having to buy a completely new wardrobe because last winter's threadbare, it's discolored, the seams are all coming out, it's lost its elasticity and its shine, and it looks old. It looks like it's lost its luster, you know? So I just feel like, you know, is there really something when it comes to what you're wearing on your body when you're sweating and training, and you're also wearing it to coffee dates, you're also wearing it to movies and things? Is there like a cost to that when you can use it in such a versatile way? So I often try and say to ladies, invest in good stuff. Our stuff is not crazy and it's not cheap. So it's good quality in the middle. Invest in the good stuff. And especially ones that are versatile, where you can dress them up, dress them down. Then it's not expensive, is it? Because it's not just athleisure. Well, it's not just activewear and leisure wear. It's athleisure, which is this new, which is this, they agree. They agree
They
with me.
really
They're
do.
saying it's like this. It's athleisure, so you can wear it for training, but you can also wear it for leisure wear. So you're getting 2 for 1. So invest in good quality stuff. It will last. You'll feel good in it. Yeah, and you can just tell when you're looking at somebody that's wearing a quality item. It looks classy.
It
you
really
know?
does. All right, thank you so much for your time. I'm done invading your space. I'm gonna let you continue doing what you do best.
Thanks so much. It was
right.
great speaking to you.
Oh, I might come back. I'm having a good time with
Do.
you.
Only if you wear bodycon can you come back home,
Oh.
okay? We've got some unisex stuff, so I
Okay.
expect to see
Okay.
in BK.
Listen, next time when I'm coming, my size is extra large in everything.
Done. Okay,
Thank you
cool.
so
Thanks,
much.
Prince.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Cheers.